Good morning. Whoa. Just as I say good morning, a big horn honk. Good morning. Welcome back to Planet Doug. Let me set the stage here. I am still in Ho Chi Minh City. It's 9:30 in the morning. Here in District 1. My hotel is located on this street right here in District 1. Yeah, it's baking right now. Everybody knows there's a heat wave going on all across Southeast Asia. This morning is no exception. It's pretty hot, but skies look okay. There are calls for thunderstorms later in the day, but I'm hoping the rain will stay away for this morning, in particular because I'm heading out on a little river excursion. When I was in Bangkok, one of my favorite things in Bangkok is just going up and down the rivers on the local river. The like, I don't know, what do you call them? They're not really taxis, but they're almost like a public transportation system of boats that go up and down the rivers, and all the local people use them just like riding on the bus or on the subway. It's part of the transit system, is what I'm saying. So you can go down to the river at almost any point, and there's going to be a pier there, and you can just hop on the next boat going in any direction. And it's yeah, it's a really great way to get around and yeah, explore the city. And what I really like about it is that it's not a tourist boat. I mean, they do, of course, in Bangkok they have tons and tons of tourist boats. You can take those as well, go on river cruises, dinner cruises, sunset cruises, whatever kind of cruise you want. But running alongside those boats, they also have the thank you. They also have these just public boats, basically boats. I mean, basically buses, except they go up and down the river, and they're boats. So I was hoping that Saigon would have something similar, because I know there's rivers here, but I don't think there is anything quite like that. But what they do have is something called the Saigon Waterbus, and that's where I'm going. A long story to get around to the point of where I'm going, but right now I'm heading to the Saigon River. I'm heading to a dock there, and this is a little bit of a reconnaissance mission. Like, the first time I do anything, it feels like half of my brain is obsessed with just figuring out the logistics, and you have to put in a lot of work figuring out where to go, how you buy a ticket, is there a schedule, when does the boat go. And I've got all of that figured out. I've got the information in my head, and I'll talk about that once I get across this busy street. As you can see, there's a lot going on out there. Oh, I got a walk signal. And yeah, these lights change so quickly. You can't dilly-dally. When you got the walking man, you got to walk, because by the time you cross the street, it's done. It's like 25 seconds before it'll go back to red. Yeah, you got to move fast. So, a little quieter here. I can compose my thoughts. So yeah, it's called the Saigon Waterbus, and it only goes to about 5 docks, 5 piers, and it looks to be basically an activity. It's not really a form of transportation. People don't generally use it to get somewhere. They ride on the water bus in order to see the city from the river. And they have, on weekdays, and like 4 or 5 scheduled boats per day. And they're not expensive. They cost 15,000 dong to go from the first station all the way to the last station. And I have the name of the first station where I'm heading to queued up on my phone on Google Translate. So I'll play that right now, and you can hear what the name of this dock is, what the name of the pier is. Here we go. I don't know if that was very loud. Let's try that again. So it's Ben Bac Dong. So it's Bac Dong Pier, basically. And that is the starting point. And then it goes maybe 5 piers up the river, and you get dropped off there, and you get off the boat at that point, and then you can come back again. but then you have to get a second ticket coming back. So of course, this is my first attempt to take the water bus. So it's a little bit of a reconnaissance mission. Since I don't really know what I'm doing, I had to do some research, try to figure out, how it works, when the boat goes, where it goes, how you buy a ticket. And they do have a very good website. It's only in Vietnamese as far as I can tell, but you can click on the button and make Google Chrome translate it to English for you. And then you can see the schedule there. And you can buy tickets online as well through their website. But to do that, you have to have some sort of a local payment system, some sort of a card or eWallet or bank card to be able to pay them, which I don't have, so I couldn't buy the ticket online. Apparently you could also book it through like Traveloka. I think they're listed on Traveloka, and then I could book it that way and pay for it through a credit card. And I think normally you have to do that because this water bus is very popular, especially if you want to go on the first one in the morning when it's cool, or you want to go on the evening boat to see all the lights, the city lights at night. That's the most popular one, and it's sold out all the time. So if you really want to take it at a certain time, you have to buy your ticket in advance. But I'm going at 10:40 in the morning, I hope. And I checked online, and last I checked, there were still something like 60 or 70 seats left on the bus. On the bus. Yeah, they call it water bus. So yeah, on the bus, on the boat. So I'm hoping I can just walk there and buy a ticket when I get there. But of course, we are living on Planet Doug, and little things like that do tend to go wrong. So by the time I get there, the whole boat could be sold out. So this could be a reconnaissance mission only, and I never actually get on the boat. But here's where I am, just walking down the street. I don't think I've been down this street before, so this is all new. And I love the older buildings that are curved on the corner. I always enjoy those. And here are the street names for where I am. The pronunciation of which I'll leave to your imagination. There's no way I'm even going to try to pronounce those. A lot of traffic this morning, a lot of cars. But I think now we can try to make our way across. There we are. Oh, look at that, watch repair. 4 watch repair places all in a row. My path to the dock is taking me across one of many, or maybe one of 2 famous walking streets. There's the one near my hotel, that's the Rock and Roll Party walking street. But there's another one here, which is a more sedate, family-style walking street. I've walked through here one time before. And I think it becomes very active in the evening, but this is it here. Very quiet right now. Nobody wants to be out here in the heat of this sun right now. And one thing I learned though about this is it used to be a canal. This was actually a part of Saigon's canal system. So right underneath us was a canal. It was one of many that was here in Saigon. But then when the French took over, there was a pressure put on the governments and the authorities to fill in the canals because they were considered a health hazard. A lot of garbage gathered up, and they smelled pretty bad, and there was a risk of transferring cholera and other diseases. So under the French, they started a program of filling in all the canals, getting rid of them basically. And that was one of them there, one of the biggest canals. So they filled in the canal and turned it into a classic French-style wide boulevard. And that's sort of the history of that place. Tons of things to check out as you walk around. Back here, for example, I didn't realize that there's two streets I walked down. They seem to be the camera streets. There are camera stores everywhere. And I just passed by this little alleyway here. I have a feeling it's famous. I don't know what it is. I've never heard of it. But I mean, yeah, if you look down there, you've got some neon signs. Soy Lac Thai. A couple of restaurants. Yeah, just a little, yeah, oh, Lac Thai. Look at this. Thai restaurant, perhaps? Yeah, look at that. Huh, beautiful. Part of the reconnaissance is figuring out which dock I'm supposed to go to, because when I look at the map, there are a couple of piers listed, and I'm still not 100% sure which one is the one I want to go to. So, good thing. I'm here relatively early. It's about 10 o'clock, and I should be approaching the shore of the river. It should be right over here, and should have enough time to buy a ticket for the 10:40 boat. I may not be able to get the best seat in the house. Those will all be snatched up online already. One thing I notice is that everybody wants to sit on the left because that's the view towards Landmark 81 and all the tall buildings of downtown. So that's the best view. But when you're trying to buy a ticket, all the seats on the left side of the boat are filled and all the ones on the right are empty. And it kind of made me think, man, it's a bit of a weight distribution problem. You wouldn't want this boat to suddenly flip over because there's a couple of tons of human beings on the left and nobody on the right. So, yeah, I got to get across this. So that might be it right there. Ben Thao Bac Dang, the Bac Dang ferry port right there. And my water bus might be leaving from there. Pretty fancy schmancy buildings all around here. There's the Riverside, the Renaissance Riverside Hotel. I don't know what this building is, but look at that. All around us. Okay. How do we get across? It's got to be a little bit easier over there, I think. There's a statue to a hero over there, some sort of national hero. I don't know who that is, to be honest. I'll look that up later. I'll take a picture of it, and then I'll find out later on who that is. So this is a bit unusual for me, for my experiences in Saigon. What I mean is I've been really praising the city from a pedestrian's point of view, that it's possible to walk almost everywhere without any issues at all. And every time I need to cross a road, there tends to be a crosswalk of some kind, traffic lights. The walking has been a real pleasure. But this is a little bit different. This is a very busy road, and so far there's no obvious way to get across. Heading off on a bit of a journey here to find a crosswalk. But that's okay. I'll be able to walk by the various piers. Over here is one of the boat piers that I saw on the map. That says a speed ferry terminal. Okay, so that looks like that's where you get the boats to Vung Tau, places like that. Oh, look at this. A crossing. Do you think it works? Look at that. The red one over there is actually lit up. It lit up when I pressed the button. And are they going to stop all this traffic just for me? I'd be very impressed if they did. Wow. There's my bus, bus 56. I took that bus the other day. Oh, here we are. I have a walk signal. All of this traffic stopped for me. That's crazy. I just have to get through the scooters. Scooters stop for no one. Wow, I almost feel bad. I brought all of the Saigon traffic to a halt just for me. Wow. Even if I don't manage to get on a boat today, I'm glad I came down here on my little reconnaissance run. Oh man, look at that scene. You see that building over there, the brown one with the sails on top? It looks like an old boat, a junk. And it looks like these are the boats that you would take to Vung Tau, the hydrofoil. That's good to know. I think people go down there on day trips, and maybe other boats leave from here. Yeah, yacht sightseeing on the Saigon River, green lines. So here's the Green Line's fast ferry. I see. Goes from Bac Dang to Vung Tau and other places. All right. I had to switch to another GoPro because my GoPro overheated, my main one, and shut down. I had it running for too long. So now this is the GoPro mounted on my neck mount. What a beautiful view. Look at the sky, the view of the skyscrapers over there. All right, no more dilly-dallying. If I want to get the 1040 boat, I'm starting to see a gathering of foreigners, tourists. These people are all probably having a drink while they wait for the 1040 boat. Ah, okay, my first glimpse telling me I'm in the right place over here. Waterbus sign. I recognize the logo. Oh, this one says Water Biz Coffee and Tea Express. So maybe this is a coffee shop connected to the water bus. They're getting very clever with their wording. All right. Saigon Waterbus ticket counter. Everything's looking perfectly organized as usual. So this is what I was talking about. This is where we are, Bac Dang, and it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4 other piers. So there's 5 in total. So basically the one I want is 1040, and it gets there at 11:32. So 50 minutes, and then once I'm there, at Lindong here, there's a boat coming back at noon. So from 11:32, I wait half an hour, and then I just come back at noon. And if I miss it, the next one is at 3:40. So they're going to try to buy two tickets, one for the 10:40 in this direction, and then 12 o'clock returning.
Where do you go?
Well, if there's a seat available, the 10:40 to Lindong, and then 12 come back.
Yeah.
Round trip.
Yeah.
Just one.
One person?
One lonely person.
Yeah. Mới nhắn rất chạy nào. 30,000. 30.
30. Yep.
Yeah.
I just have 100. If that's okay.
Okay, check. Okay, 70,000.
Thank you.
Okay, ticket go and ticket back.
Okay.
10 minutes before checking.
Right. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
You even put back on there just to make sure. That's good. Thank you. And the boat is over here.
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Waterbus here, right?
Oh, waiting right here. Oh, okay. Just to go through there. Thank you. Ah, so this is the dock right here where you get on the boat. Ah, so right there it says Saigon Waterbus. If I back up, right there, and then they have turnstiles here, and I guess it's all very modern. You know, you've got your QR code, and then you scan your code to go through. Very exciting. Online, you actually get a picture of the boat with all the available seats, just like on an airplane, and you choose your seat. But when I was buying the ticket here, I couldn't see any of that, so I just did say to the guy that, you know, the equivalent of a window seat, just to sit on the edge. Since I have all my camera gear, I might as well be able to take some video. But honestly, I don't know what the boat is like. I don't know if there's an upper deck or a lower deck or anything like that at all. It's quite a big deal from the point of view of how it's laid out. Look at the size of the sign here. Saigon Waterbus. Bak Dang. All right, my GoPro #1 has recovered from overheating. Fired up once again. And yeah, so there is my ticket. And I have seat 10F. Departure time 10:40, and I have to they board at 10:30. It's not a big deal. It's not like you're getting on a boat for an international border crossing or anything. It's a very casual thing. So leaves at 10:40, you're here at 10:30, you just walk on and away you go. Nothing, not a whole lot of formalities involved. But yeah, they have this Waterbus selfie station. Check it out. I was expecting to see more boats going up and down the rivers here for some reason. There's probably a lot of boats in total, but there's a lot of rivers as well. So there's probably a lot of different cargo terminals that I'm not aware of or things like that. But anyway, there's one big boat going down the river. Cargo containers. Beautiful. And there's the water bus coming in. Let's go down here to the edge. I'm just setting up my 360 camera, and yeah, there's the Saigon Waterbus. Not many people on board, but yeah, I just wanted to catch it arriving. There it is. Now, get back to my camera setup. So there's the water bus. Everybody getting off. Explore the Saigon River. Yeah, 75 people is the total capacity. And when I was checking this morning, this boat still had 70 seats available out of the 75. But as you can see, quite a few have been taken. I don't know how many people are here. 30, 40. And I still don't know where my seat is located, 10F. I'll find out in a minute.
Saigon Waterbus trân trọng kính
All right, we're boarding. Ticket has been scanned. The woman who scanned my ticket looked up at me kind of in a state of shock, and I was wondering, what is she looking at? And I realized I've just got so much sweat pouring down my face. I think she thought, should I get this guy an ambulance or a boat? But yeah, here's the boat. Yeah, I was hoping, I like boats that are big enough that you can actually walk around, upper deck, lower deck. And here's the river from here. And they do have an outdoor area here. I would have snagged a seat there if one was available. But here's that. So let's go inside for a minute. This is the inside of the boat. And the cockpit. Nobody's really paying any attention to assigned seating. My seat, the window seat, is someone sitting there already. I think people are just sort of grabbing whatever seat they can. But yeah, there's the inside. Leaving the dock. Beautiful. All those tall buildings. It's funny, I've only been in Saigon a very short time and I already recognize areas. That's a Saigon Pearl over there. I was there the other day, just like, I think yesterday morning I was right here having a cup of coffee. We got some really nice coffee shops here. You can see we're leaving that, the dock where we left is back there on the other side of that bridge. The downtown commercial business district, I guess. It's very popular back here. It's a crowded area. I'm going to pop inside for a minute. See if we can look out the front of the boat. Yeah, they actually have an open door here. Yeah, it would be nice to go out there to the front of the boat, but can't do that. I could probably stick my 360 camera out there if I wanted to. That might be fun. And the man in charge, making sure we arrive okay. Rear view mirror, love that. You can see what's coming up behind him. So this is probably the most dramatic moment of the journey. leaving from the main dock. I think we already stopped at one ferry dock already, I'm not sure. And we're going by all of the skyscrapers and going underneath this amazing bridge. I guess you truly get a sense of what's happening here in Vietnam just looking at the shoreline. All these buildings right ahead of me, all under construction. All the construction towers, the cranes on top. I mean, the construction cranes. And we're heading towards Landmark 81 building up there, up ahead. Considering where we're going and the scenery, it'd be a lot better if this boat was completely wide open, because everybody wants to come out here to the back where I want to be, out in the open air, and everybody wants to take pictures back here, take selfies. Inside the view is not nearly as nice, so they need a wide open boat. But I'm sure when the afternoon rains hit, people will be glad to have a boat with a roof on it they can duck inside. That 360 video captured, I think I'll move away from the edge here. I don't want to hog this perspective, give other people a chance to come take some pictures, take some video. This is sort of prime real estate right where I'm standing. I was lucky to be here for a few minutes anyway. All right. So I think we're arriving at one of the 5 docks. I think we pulled into one already, but I was so busy I sort of missed it. This might be pier number 2. I don't know the name of it. We'll probably see it on the sign there. And somehow I doubt very much that anybody will be waiting at these other piers. Maybe one person. But as I said, I think people are using it. It's basically a sightseeing boat. You take one trip to the end and turn around and just come back again. Or people make a one-way journey. I'm just saying I don't think it's used for local transportation for the local people. So where's the sign? I saw a sign for this pier, but I can't read it. It just says, I can't see the name of the dock. It's a funny thing, I'm holding the camera up in the air and it's filming what's going on back there, but personally I can't see. I'm looking out the front of the front of the boat, so I have no idea what they're trying to do here. It seems to be taking a very long time. I do remember in Bangkok, the water boats, the river boats would just move so fast. They hit the docks with such precision. They hit it, people get on and off and they're gone. It's very, very precise docking maneuvers, very fast. Here we seem to be going at a more leisurely, touristy pace. I don't know if people are getting on and off or cargo. I have no idea. Now my arm is getting tired holding up the camera. I'm waiting for us to leave to capture that moment. So we're leaving. There seemed to be a couple of reasons for the delay. I thought it looked like they were working on something. There was a mechanical failure at the front. They got a mechanic on board. And there were several people, I think they were waiting for them to disembark. People bought tickets only to bring them this far, but they didn't realize they were here already, so they were just sitting on the boat. And the woman tracked them down and said, can I see your tickets? Oh yeah, this is your stop. But I still don't know what it is. There's no sign there to indicate the name of the dock, but I took a picture on Google Maps. One thing this reconnaissance mission has taught me is that it really doesn't matter what seat you get. I guess it depends on the crowd, but everybody is just sitting everywhere, and it's such a short journey, you're probably not going to be sitting in your seat very much anyway. You can come out here to the back, take a look at the scenery, go back inside, sit on any seat for a while, come back out here again. Maybe nighttime would be different. If you want to see all the city lights on the other side, maybe you want that seat. Or you're not really taking a lot of video or photos. Panda Station.
Don't mean anything to me.
Rồi chị nào có vé sang đây chị lên đi giùm em nha.
Oh yeah. Yeah, more people are getting off at these stops than I thought they would. I thought everybody would just go all the way to the end and turn around and come back.
Well, maybe they are used there as a mode of transport.
Yeah.
To their jobs or whatever.
It's priced for that, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you ridden on the like river boats like this in Bangkok?
I have actually, yeah.
They're amazing, but when they pull into dock like this, I mean, it's just like a military maneuver. Like they zoom, bang, load, unload, gone. There's a much more relaxed pace here, it seems.
Yeah, I did that a few times on boats. Yeah, I like the boat. I always like a boat trip.
Huh.
Are you a YouTuber?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the name your channel?
Yeah, I can show you. You can have that. Planet Doug.
Oh, Emu.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm with friend.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's interesting how they pull away from that dock. They actually kind of back up and go on an angle before they leave. I love this dock here, that old wooden boat. Cranes. Very industrial sort of pier right here. Yeah, I have no idea about the depth of the river here. My sense is it isn't very deep, but what do I know? Rivers are a lot like mountains. It's very easy to get disoriented. You feel like you're moving in a straight line upriver, but of course you're curving all the time, because I just realized right over there in that direction is the landmark 81 building and River Homes, Vin Homes Central Park. All of it is over there. But based on how my body feels, I would have sworn it was in that direction. But of course the river has snaked around, curved around. So I get completely disoriented, get completely lost on a river. Same thing in mountains. Very easy for me to get disoriented in the mountains and river valleys, things like that. So I've sort of lost track. Oh yeah. I'm always in somebody's way when I'm here filming. But yeah, here's another pier. And yeah, to my surprise, people are getting off at all these different docks. I didn't think anybody would, but look at all these people getting off here. So yeah, they just bought a ticket. Again, it's very different from Bangkok. They They've got a man here, like an adult in a uniform, doing the roping off of the boat. But with all the boats on the rivers in Bangkok, there'd be this young guy, of course, sort of in flip-flops and leaping all over the place. Wow, I wonder what's here that's so popular. So many people getting off, maybe a tour group. Wow. There we go. It's all done very casually. This is how they pull away from the dock. He's pulling the nose of the boat away. And then I think he backs up a little bit. Oh no, and now he just goes, okay. Very nicely done. I think piloting a boat like this takes some skill. You gotta know what you're doing. There's the dock. We're coming up on the final dock, Linh Dong, something like that. And I was just talking about how I get disoriented on rivers. Turns out I was completely turned around on this trip. The river goes in a big loop. I thought we went around the loop, but there's actually a little canal, a shortcut that they dug, and we zipped through that straight line. Ah, where's my... Oh. I'm in their way again. So the
This is Linh Dong.
yeah. Yeah, on that side.
Get off and wait.
Yeah, I think so. Either a different boat or we get right back on this one. I'm not sure.
What sort of accommodation do you have now?
What kind of...
What sort of accommodation do you have now? Is it a hotel?
Yeah, I'm staying in a hotel. I was looking for something cheaper, like a homestay or something. I couldn't find anything. So it's a hotel. Depending on when I nab it, like booking it through Agoda, it can be 200,000 a night, up to 300,000 dong. So whatever that is.
And what you get for that? That's pretty cheap.
For hotels, it is. I mean, it's in the backpacker district, so it's low budget. But I'm comfortable in that environment. I grew up there, so
I don't mind sort of what's the word, slumming it.
Yeah.
But I usually go 4-star. Let's probably change that a bit in the future.
Yeah, even for me, when I came in here, the bus, I mean the airport in Saigon, I did take the bus. Like, there's a local bus there, right? City bus.
Oh, you did you?
Yeah, I just hopped on it.
From Ho Chi Minh? Sorry.
From the airport, yeah, into downtown. It was 5,000 dong. So it's like 20 cents US to take the bus. I'm going to let everybody get off first.
Yeah.
I usually like to hang back,
Why not?
see what other people are doing.
Yeah, if it was staying on, like...
Yeah, it looks like everybody's getting off, so.
We have to get off?
So he's asking the same question, yeah. So this is, Linh Dong Station, and it looks like they've got a dock, a ferry dock there that, like a motorcycle ferry. Looks like it goes across the river right here, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm guessing that we take the same boat back, but we have to disembark, and then it's now 11:40, so we got here early, didn't we? No, 1 hour, I guess. Yeah, 10 minutes late because of that delay. And now my boat goes back at 12 o'clock. We basically had to get off the boat and then wait until 12 o'clock and we can get back on again and return. So yeah, there's that the local vehicle ferry that I mentioned. Look at that, packed with motorcycles. There they go. Capturing the moment the motorcycle ferry comes back. This is obviously the first thing I think about is Itchy Boots on her journey through Africa. She had to put her motorbike on so many of these, usually much smaller and more rickety than this. But these are just really cool. Here's everybody waiting to get on. I wonder how the payment works. There's the ramp. Look at that. Getting on and off at the same time. Just to keep things rolling. That's amazing. Oh, look at that. They get on and they actually do a loop at the far end so that they're facing back this way and nobody's coming out from under the shade. Once they get a spot in the shade, they're claiming it. That's it. Because those motorbikes could go forward, right? There's more room. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Now, okay, there's a woman going around, walking from person to person, selling tickets. That is so cool. I just love to see the logistics of how these things work, the systems that develop over time. I've never seen one do that loop. Everybody goes in and does a loop around the end of the boat so that they're facing in the opposite way when the boat docks up the other side. All right, here they go. My next Planet Doug small adventure is to see if I can get a cold drink. There's a machine here, but it looks like it might be all eWallets and stuff like that. I don't know if I can get a drink using actual money, but that's what I want to find out next.
Chào quý khách, tàu khởi hành từ Linh Đông đến các bến Hiệp Bình Chánh, Thanh Đa, Bình An, Bạch Đằng sẽ khởi hành trong ít phút nữa. Hành khách nào có vé đi tàu vui lòng di chuyển đến khu vực soát vé để chuẩn bị lên tàu. Xin cảm ơn. Welcome to Saigon Waterbus. The boat departing for Hiệp Bình Chánh, Thanh Đa, Bình An, Bạch Đằng will be leaving soon. Please get in line and have your ticket ready. Thank you. Saigon Waterbus, trân trọng kính chào quý khách.
So, you heard all that. The boat is on its way. We got aboard. And I did manage to figure out how to buy a drink. The people ahead of me figured it out, but I didn't manage to get any video of it. But I got a cold drink. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, it should be a lot more casual going back. So I took a few minutes on the boat, just settling in, changing some camera batteries, getting organized after we got back on the boat. And now we're on our way back. And I was curious about the route we were going to follow because, as I mentioned before, when you look at the Saigon River, it does this big loop, like a serpentine curve. And I assumed that's where the boat went, but it didn't. It cut right across the base of the loop, kind of a shortcut along this canal. And I thought maybe we would complete the loop on the way back, but we're actually going back in exactly the same way we came here. So yeah, I really had no idea the route we were going to follow. But anyway, here's the river ahead of me. And yeah, there's the landmark. It's always nice in a way to have a super tall skyscraper like that in a city, because it does help you get oriented. It's visible from almost everywhere you go. So yeah, eventually, yeah, that looks like that's one of the Vin homes up ahead, and then the river will curve around and head back in that direction. Here's the other side. I was just chatting for quite a long time with another man on the boat tour. He's a man from Wales, and he's traveling all around the world on his own. And we were both talking about how we were wondering whether this boat was going to be a sightseeing boat or a local transportation boat, because of the price at 15,000 dong each way. Feels like it's priced like transportation, not like a sightseeing boat really. But yeah, it definitely is for sightseeing. And as you can see from the inside, not nearly as many people going back, which is kind of nice. When we boarded this boat at the dock, it was a little bit of a frantic atmosphere, I must admit, because so many people got on board, and a lot of them were pretty eager, quite physical in terms of pushing their way on board, pushing their way to a seat. Oh, gotta get out of the way again. I'm always blocking the the people trying to get on and off the boat. So we're arriving at a new dock. Huh. Everything is already starting to look familiar, because I remember this dock. This is the Tanda station, assuming that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, and it looks like some local people hopped on at the last station, and they're only going as far as here, so they are using it as local transportation. So, not to go crazy about this, but I find it fascinating. This is the point. This is where we came from over there, but that's actually the river. So when we came up this way, I thought the boat was going to go up the river, but they actually dug a canal over here, and that canal goes in a straight line. So that's where the boat goes. It doesn't go up the river. It goes through the canal. So I just noticed that we're passing by here. And this is where we are, back at Vin Homes Central Park, the landmark 81 building. Going underneath the bridge beside the landmark 81. We're passing a couple of, or going to be passing a couple of large ships over here. I was wondering whether one of them was a tugboat, but no, it's a cargo container boat. Very dramatic moment going through here. Speaking of the depth of the river, it's nice to see that a big boat like ours and those ships over there can both be in the river at the same time. So at least there's at least 2 channels deep enough for large ships. And maybe the whole river is deep enough from side to side. You don't have to worry about it. There's the bridge we just went underneath. We're coming up on another dock. I've always found this somewhat clever. If there's already a boat there, you can just dock on the other boat, and then people can walk from one boat to the next. You don't actually have to get right up on the dock. I guess, yeah, nobody getting on, nobody going off. This was a prime place when we were coming out here, where the boat was much more crowded and everybody wanted to take selfies here on the bench. So now it's my turn. Not nearly as many people on the boat. I can take a video selfie. There's the wake of the boat behind me. I think the boat captain is making a deliberate effort to give us the best views. So he's choosing to go right alongside the shore here, so we get a really amazing view of Vinhome's Central Park. At least I think that's what this is. And coming around the corner here, looking downtown. That's an amazing view. We caught up with those slow-moving boats. There they are behind us. I think, oh yeah, there's 2 more bridges. There's this one and then the big one with the cables. 10-meter clearance, they're saying up there. I think we're okay. love that. The high buildings being revealed behind the bridge as we go underneath. It looks great. I got very lucky with the weather. No rain at all. Getting back into the land of the giants with all these huge buildings. I didn't notice until I turned on the GoPro, but you get that reflection in the water. Looks like a series of dominoes about to fall over. And here's the dramatic suspension bridge. Going under the bridge. Same clearance, 10 meters, it says up there on the sign. This is it. This is the final dock. This is our departure point. A couple hours ago, this is where we left from, I think. Yeah, for sure. Coming in for a landing, or a docking, as you might say. I just wanted to see this Saigon Waterbus sign as we approach. I'm not sure if the boat is docking in this orientation, or are we going to spin around. Yeah, there's the sign, Saigon Waterbus. Bak Dang. I listened to Google Translate how to say the name of this dock, but so we docked. And there's the big Saigon water park, or I always want to say water park, the Saigon Waterbus. Oh, Saigon Waterbus sign. So, conclusion, well worth it. I enjoyed every second of that. Very enjoyable. And I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Like I said, today was kind of a reconnaissance mission, figuring out how the whole thing works, but I could easily do it all over again, just to know everything and relax and just enjoy the experience. But yeah, definitely Planet Doug approved this experience, and Planet Doug recommended. The only thing is, I can see you could benefit a lot more from a tour like that if there was an actual historical angle to it, a guide who was telling you about the river, about the history, about the buildings. The boat basically just went up and back, and it was very interesting and great to see all of the scenery, but I could see it could be enriched a lot if you had some sort of a guide telling you about the geography and the history of the buildings and on and on. But yeah, for what it is, amazing experience. I'd do it again tomorrow. Yeah, if I was in this neighborhood walking by and I saw a boat leaving, I'd just hop on and go just to relax and check the place out. So yeah, Saigon Waterbus.
But you can get that experience with the other bus, can you?
What's that?
There's another bus there.
Yeah, that's the it's like a more of a guided tour or dinner tour or something. I don't know if it actually has like information or it's just more like a dinner cruise. I'm not sure. Oh man.
Where's your hotel? Walking distance?
For me it is. I walk all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 kilometers.
Is it?
I'm in District 1,
Yeah.
the backpacker tours.
Is it on a Agoda? Because I'll have a look at it, see what you get for 10 quid.
No thank you. No, I'm okay.
No, it'd be interesting to see what you get for 10 quid.
Yeah, it's on Agoda. It's called Adenia.
Yeah.
Adenia Hotel.
Yeah.
But that whole district, it has that that walking street at night.
Oh yeah, I think we went up there on the bus.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's quite the scene on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't mind walking, but not in this heat. Like,
Yeah,
I'm always trying to get into the shade, like, you know.
right.
Oh, are you going to walk back there?
Yeah, I'm walking back there. I walked here. I'm getting used to, I take a Grab sometimes when, and the city bus quite a bit. But from here to get there by city bus, it feels like it would be more complicated than just walking.
This is not far, I wouldn't mind, you know, I could walk down, but like I say, I'm very careful in the heat.
Yeah.
So you need to cross this road here?
Yeah, this is one of the rare, I mean, you were talking about how difficult it is to cross the roads, but I've actually been surprised in a way at how easy it's been, because there are traffic lights and walk signals and things like that.
There is traffic lights, but yeah, but they don't stop. Even if you've got to...
Well, I guess, yeah, even the scooters don't, yeah.
Well, the cars might do.
Yeah, but not the scooters,
they
yeah.
see you're going to hit you.
I'm doing that same road crossing where all this traffic, and I'm stopping it only for me. Look at that Riverside Hotel. It's a beautiful looking hotel. The front of that hotel looks quite historic. There we go. Cars will stop, but then you just have to,
Bikes want to try and get round you.
yeah, thread your way. A lot of classic buildings here down by the riverside. Look at this one, Hotel Majestic. Gorgeous. Every room has its own balcony up there on this side, and then over here facing the river. Nice. So there's the hydrofoil to Vung Tau, and then over there the water bus over there. So yeah, it definitely has some history. Hotel Majestic since 1925. There's the original building. Wow, oh, it's amazing. Looks like it's had the same name throughout its whole history. There's another photograph of the front of the building. So it was taken in 1940. You can see the bicycles out front, pedicabs. Love the decoration around the windows. It is funny how the world changed, because you look at that architecture, that design, but then as I was walking past, a couple came out who are, you know, obviously staying at this hotel. And you would think anybody staying at a ritzy hotel like that, man, they must be in cocktail dresses, tuxedos, top hats, beautiful clothing, top to bottom. But I mean, the people that came out of that hotel, the guy was dressed in dirty shorts and then a white singlet. It's almost like he was in his underwear. He had flip-flops, white singlet, and a kind of dirty pair of beach shorts. And they're staying at that expensive hotel. So yeah, times have changed in terms of fashion. So I came in this direction because this is the walking street I talked about earlier, the one that used to be a canal, and then the French filled it in and turned it into a boulevard. So we're back here, down at the bottom of it. And again, there won't be anything going on right now, just because middle of the day. I don't know what's going on over here. There's like a conference of Shopee food delivery guys. There's so many of them. It's either a very popular restaurant to pick up deliveries or some sort of central location where they get their orders from and then head out to fulfill them. I'm not sure. It looks like it's just a restaurant, but a very popular one. Just checking in on my little journey today, my small adventures. I'm back at that big intersection, short distance away from my hotel, right down by the Benton market. And I fired up the GoPro mainly for this thing behind me, which is like a giant billboard for the new subway system that they're building. And of course, one of the major stations is going to be right here at this location, the Benton station. So like underneath my feet right now, there must be a massive underground, oh boy, there's someone straight ahead of me treating the world as their bathroom. So let's go in this direction. But yeah, here we are. And I guess you can't really see it. Well, it says Metro right there, but on the other side there were a lot of pictures of subway trains and announcing what they're constructing and when it might be open for business. And I believe this round structure over there will be an entrance into the underground metro station. I feel like I've basically come full circle. I'm back on my street where my hotel is located. And I have a vague memory of starting to record this morning's video right here, sort of on this block, talking about where I'm going to take a ride on the Saigon Waterbus and all of that. So what I'm saying is this is probably an appropriate time to end the video. I was thinking about getting a good lunch at an Indian restaurant perhaps, but before I can eat, I think I have to take a cold shower, rest up, and get more relaxed, restore my energy levels before I go out for a good meal. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed that little trip on the Saigon Waterbus. I certainly did. And as I said, for doing it right now, the first time that I did it, a lot of my energy just went into paying attention to the details, how things work, and of course operating my cameras and things like that. But I could easily see doing it all over again on a more relaxed level or more relaxed tone. Now that I know exactly where to go and how everything works, I could see, I could see going back there anytime. Just hopping on the water bus. They sell cold beer. I didn't have any, but they did have a cooler inside the boat. You could buy cold drinks, beer, Coke, other things. Just sit on the boat, have a cold drink, go to the end, turn around, come back, have another cold drink. If I were staying in Saigon a lot longer, I would definitely do that, make that something of a habit. And in fact, I think for something to eat, I happen to be right beside my favorite banh mi place. So in fact, what I'm going to do is get a couple of sandwiches right here and bring them back to my room. So with that, that is going to be the end of this morning's video. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.